Welcome back to Mets Nets Jets D podcast, coming to you uh, January 22nd, Hump Day, Wednesday. We are back at it. Had a little small vacation. Was 1-on-1 on the football picks. Packers did not come through. Chiefs handled their business. You'll get my Super Bowl pick next week. Monday, well, the day before was Martin Luther King Day. It was only, I didn't feel like doing a video that day. And then the next day was only one game. So we're back to a full slate. Wednesday, 12 NBA games going on right now. Let's start off with the 7-10 game right here. The OKC Thunder against the Orlando Magic coming back home. Magic did okay on their road trip. Looking at this game, both of these teams, one is hot, one has been up and down. The team that's been hot has been the OKC Thunder. This team has been balling despite the fact of their injuries, but their guard play has been substantial. Chris Paul and SGA have been balling, and then Gallinari, as long as he's in there knocking down his threes, this team is a problem. They totally turned their season around. They did not start good coming out at the beginning of the season, but they have gelled. Going up against Orlando team, who's a good defense team at home. There's no Al-Farouq Aminu. There's no DJ Augustine, and there's no Jonathan Isaac. So it's going to be on Vooch, Aaron Gordon, and Markelle Fultz to do some magic. On this side, it's very, very close. I'm leaning toward the point spread on the Thunder. They are the better team in this situation, despite the fact that Thunder have some injuries, and yes, the Magic does as well. So I'm going to take the plus 1.5 if I'm choosing this, because I would like to have the better team, despite the fact that they're away. And if you want to add a few more points, go ahead if you want to. I think the Thunder can handle the Orlando Magic handily, especially if they were home and if they were healthy. But since the fact that Magic are home, give me the points on the better team, okay? Try to be smarter. 2020. Next game we have is the Philadelphia 76ers on the road, where they struggle against the Toronto Raptors, who are fully healthy now. Kyle Lowry, Van Vliet, Anunoby's back in the starting lineup. Siakam is back. Marc Gasol. This team is loaded, and they are a problem. And this is a perfect matchup against the 76ers, who are without Joel Embiid. They do fight, and all they got to do is contain Ben Simmons. Do not allow this man to run up and down the court, get deep into the paint, and then kick out. Because that's the only way. That's the only way they win games. Because control Ben Simmons, and you will handily beat the 76ers, especially with no Joel Embiid. This is a one-sided team right here. Raptors play very well at home, and the fact that they have everyone back and healthy and clicking, give me the Raptors money line. And if you feel like they'll handle them pretty well, you could take that point spread, but I'm gonna be safe. Give me the money line on that game. Next game, we have the Sacramento Kings against the Detroit Pistons. Kings, big news. There's no Marvin Bagley. I was hoping he was in, because I was definitely taking the Kings at the beginning of this. Now this is more of a coin flip. These are two similar record teams, two struggling teams. It comes down to who's going to play harder. I mean, Derrick Rose has really stepped up in this starting role, but the Detroit Pistons do struggle even at home. And it's just him and Drummond that are running this unit. And I like the bodies that the Kings have. I like De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Bielitsa. They still have Harrison Barnes, and then they got Bogdanovich off the bench. Give me the Kings plus points, or give me the money line on them. Kings are the better overall squad in this situation. Detroit Pistons are hampered, and just the two-man game of Derrick Rose and Drummond, I don't think that's enough. Give me the Kings in this situation on the road. Next game, we have the LA Lakers. We have King James coming back to Madison Square Garden where he loves to play. They just got embarrassed by the Boston Celtics, got blown out by 30 plus. Now they're facing the horrible New York Knicks. This team is dead. There's a game time decision on Marcus Morris, but I don't really think that even matters. This 11.5, it should be like 15. Give me the LA Lakers, a mad, angry LA Lakers team. I think they come into Madison Square Garden and make a statement, especially how bad they got beaten the other day against the Boston Celtics. Give me the point line on the Lakers. Next game, we have the Washington Wizards against the Miami Heat. 7:40 start in Miami, in Dade County. Wizards coming in, just beat the Detroit Pistons. Miami's coming off a nice win as well without Jimmy Butler. But Miami at home, their record is outstanding. And despite the fact Washington's getting a little more healthier, Miami stepped up the other game. I think Tomas Bryant is back and Bertans is back, but this unit, as long as Jimmy Butler is playing, and I haven't seen him ruled out yet, as long as he's playing, I'm taking him. So give me either, if you want the better odds, I think the Wizards can keep this close enough to cover that 9.5. If you want to bump it up 5 points, you can. If not, feel comfortable taking his money line in the minus 480 for the Miami Heat. All right? Either or. But if you want the better odds, take the Wizards in the points. Okay? Next game. Boston Celtics against the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant has been a sensation so far this season. Him, JJ, and JV. The Jays all over this team have been playing very well. They just got off a 6-game winning streak. But they're coming into Boston and they're facing Kemba Walker, and the Celtics. But Jaylen Brown will be out. He'll be missing that. He's going to take a little rest after dunking on LeBron James. But this Boston team, as long as I see Kemba Walker's playing, then I'm good. If I got Kemba and Tatum, that's good enough to beat these Memphis Grizzlies. I don't know by 7. I'm not sure. But I'm definitely taking that minus 286 on the money line. Kemba Walker, Hayward, Tatum, that is enough to beat the young Memphis Grizzlies, okay, on the road. Next game we have are the LA Clippers against the Atlanta Hawks. This one is more of a stay away. I've been leaning towards taking the under on the total points of the Clippers because there's no Paul George. This is a back-to-back, and there's no Kawhi Leonard. So this is the Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell show, and Landry Shamet. And then you have a game time decision on Trae Young, so you have to wait for more news on that. If he's out, then I definitely would take the Clippers, okay? So wait on this game. That's why it's so close right now, because there's 2 injuries on one side, and then there's the key component to the Atlanta Hawks on the other side. So wait for the news. It comes probably like 6:30. You're going to have to wait for this, and then you'll make your decision then, all right? But I'm obviously, if Trae Young's out, I'm taking the Clippers. If not, if Trae Young's back and there's no George, no Beverly and Leonard, then give me plus points on the Hawks. Okay, give me like plus 10 just to be safe, and you still get like a minus 200 on that number line. Next game we have the Nuggets against the Houston Rockets. Nuggets, another team that have been hampered by injuries. No Paul Millsap, no Jamal Murray, no Mason Plumlee. But this team has a strong bench. Jokic is very good. And then you got Michael Porter Jr. has been playing outstanding. And Will Barton, who's going to take over the reins of this offense as well with no Jamal Murray. But give me the Rockets in this game. They were embarrassed, giving up that huge lead against the Thunder. And Harden, right after the game, he went back on that court and started shooting more threes and more threes. All right? He's determined. All you gotta do, hit your threes and you win. Because you guys score at such a quick pace. You can't be going in those slumps. When you go in those slumps, obviously, teams can make comebacks and you lose. So as long as you're making your threes, you're gonna be fine. Give me the Houston Rockets money line. I don't know about the point line. The point line is I might lean toward the Nuggets point line because I'm not sure the Rockets beat them by 9. So it's either those two options. Either you just take the win or you take the Nuggets and the better number to cover that 9 points. If you want to bump it up, son, you can. All right, bump it up to like I said, like 15. You still get a minus 200 number. Next game we have the Timberwolves against the Chicago Bulls. Timberwolves on the road have been on a 7-game losing streak. Let's see this. This is bad. This is really bad. We're going to look at the stats section over here. We're going to scroll down and look at all these losses. But these are all good teams. The Timberwolves, if you look at the last 5, you can really get a good judgment of who's going to win the matchup. So, Timberwolves been facing Houston, OKC, Indiana twice, Toronto, and Denver. Some of these games have been close. Some of them have been blowouts, but they have been facing elite competition. On the other side, Bulls, they lost to who they were supposed to lose to. They lost to Milwaukee, lost to Philly, and lost to Boston. Okay, they beat Cleveland. Cleveland sucks. Washington is up and down and sucks, and Detroit sucks. So this more tested team right here, the Timberwolves, they have Karl Anthony Towns back. Chicago cannot defend the front court, and I think Towns and Wiggins will get busy in Chicago. As you can see, the last 5 matchups, Minnesota dominates this matchup here. Give me the Timberwolves in that minus 115. I really like the Timberwolves today. All right. Next game, we have the Indiana Pacers against the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix. We have no Frank Kaminsky, no Aaron Baines. You're losing a big there, and that's big. That's big. How many times am I going to say big? That's huge against this front court of the Indiana Pacers. We got Sabonis, who is a offensive rebounding monster. Just a rebounding monster, period. Miles Turner on that block as well with his rebounding prowess and shot blocking skills. Give me the Indiana Pacers in this matchup. Phoenix Suns put up a decent fight against the Spurs, but they were home and then they were getting blown out. Made a nice comeback, but lost. Pacers, let me see. Let's see his last 5. Let's go into stats like I did before. Pacers own this team, as you can see right there, the last 5. Pacers, the last 5 matchups. And they just got off a 6-game, what was that? 5-game winner streak. But they lost to Utah. That's a tough back-to-back right there. So you don't really expect them to come to Utah on a back-to-back in that altitude and come away with a win. They were gassed. They're rested. They're going into Phoenix. And Phoenix has been playing a little bit up and down, but haven't faced the competition the Pacers have. And I think that advantage that they have on the boards, despite the fact that they're going to go up against DeAndre Ayton, I like the Pacers in their defense because they're gonna stop Devin Booker, and I think that's enough to beat them. So give me the Pacers in that minus 120. They are the favorites in this matchup. Next game, we have the San Antonio Spurs traveling to New Orleans Pelicans. This is the game we've been waiting for. I definitely want to watch this. Zion Williamson will make his debut in the regular season going up against the up and down Spurs. I don't get this team. This is the epitome of Jekyll and Hyde. The San Antonio Spurs don't make any sense whatsoever. They show up when they want to, but they're not going to spoil the party and the celebration that New Orleans is about to have. Pelicans already been playing very well. Brandon Ingram has stepped up. Looks like the most improved player of the year. Jrue Holiday just balled out. Lonzo Ball pulling triple doubles. Zion Williamson hopping in the starting lineup. Give me the Pelicans at minus 162. Love that game. Okay. Last but not least, we have the Utah Jazz on the road against the Golden State Warriors. This one, as you know, the Warriors suck. and they tend to give up huge leads somehow. It doesn't make any sense. There's obviously no Curry, no Thompson, no Kevin Looney. So they're gonna have D. Russ, Alec Burks, and Draymond Green pretty much as their best players, going up against a very defensive-minded Utah Jazz team. Give me the minus 3.5, the minus 385, and I would even take the point line in this game. Okay, so those are my picks today. I might do a parlay with every game in today's NBA slate. I might, but we'll see. So those are my picks today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel at MetsNetsJustD. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the same title, MetsNetsJustD. Don't forget to go to rundfs.com. Sign up right now. Get into that Discord chat and grow as a sports savant as a total. They have everything covered in that website and in that Discord chat. You can talk to anyone about any sport. All right? Please, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I have 96 subscribers right now. I want that over 100. Once I get to 100, I'm going to do something. I haven't figured it out yet, but I need 100 subscribers, and then I'll figure that out, all right? So thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. Follow me on Twitter. I will be posting my parlays for today, and peace out, guys.